Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Uh,
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello?
you. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me as well? Hello. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me as well? That looks like the network is bad.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me as well? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Okay, I can hear you.
Oh,
Uh, oh, oh, my background is not so. I can do this. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Is it clear enough?
Can you hear me as well? Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you. I can hear you. Loud and clear.
um a minute. Hello? All right. Olayinika, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yes, I'm sorry about the interruption. Well, okay, let's get started somewhere much clearer, I think. Hello? Yeah, I'm
I can
somewhere
hear you.
much clearer now. Uh, Welcome back to the LB. Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Welcome back to the LBW TV series, your front row seat to the conversations shaping Africa's intelligent economy. I'm Jen Neze Chimamanda, by the way, and tonight we're going to be diving deep into one of the most important topics for anyone who's looking to go into or build in Nigeria's digital asset space, registration and market entry. So, specifically, we're going to be navigating the we're going to be navigating SEC's accelerated regulatory incubation program, ARIP, from I'm nervous. Can you tell? All right. So specifically, we're going to be navigating the SEC's. Are you there? Fuck. Fuck. Network. No, 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 please. I'm ready for this. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here with you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, as I was saying, specifically, we're going to be navigating SEC's Accelerated Regulatory Incubation Program. That's ARIP. So
Yeah.
from approval in. Okay, I'm going to be reading this from here. So, from approval in principle to the restricted scope local to the local
Presence.
presence rules. And what happens when you want to build multiple functions under one roof?
Yeah.
So joining me is the man that basically breathes the space, Mr. Olayinika Oyebanji, managing partner at the BlockLaw Consulting, one of Nigeria's leading blockchain and digital asset law firms. You're welcome to LBWTV, Mr. Olayinika. Network. I think we should show up in a proper studio and like there's not a proper supervision.
Sorry, I think there are people who are trying to join but do not have the correct links.
What?
I think there are people who are trying to join who do not have the correct links.
Don't have the correct what?
Link.
Oh, okay. You don't have the correct link.
I've had what I just said is there are people on my LinkedIn page I've just sent them the new link. I was sent the link for the host and the co-host and for the guest. So I had to copy the link. I mean, I have to share another link with them. So there's a little bit of confusion. So there are people who do not know where to go. I mean, I got a short notice this evening that
Okay.
we're going to be using StreamYard. So it's been a whole lot of confusion.
All right. So, has that been rectified yet?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't answer that question, but I think it's okay. We can. I've shared it on my platforms for anyone who's interested. So, not a problem.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm sorry about that. I don't know. This feels so rushed, and so we'll go on nonetheless. Yeah, we'll go on nonetheless. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm with you. Have you started recording?
Yeah,
Hello?
I think we're live, right? Are we live?
Good.
I think we're live. Um, I don't know. Well, let's start from the scratch. Okay, so for founders or professionals or anyone who's looking to, or who has heard about ARIP, right, at some point, what exactly is it? Right, and why has it become a primary getaway into Nigeria's regulated digital asset market?
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the question. So yeah, I mean, am I audible enough? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are. You're audible. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Harry, that's the acronym for the Accelerated Regulatory Incubation Program. So it's
Okay.
an entry point. It is the entry point for virtual asset related
Okay.
activities in Nigeria. So the SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is Nigeria's capital market regulator, designed the Accelerated Regulatory Incubation Program to serve as an onboarding program to facilitate market participation um, in the Nigerian crypto space. So the key point about Harif is that it's resolved um, the many years, like almost a decade-long absence of regulatory certainty in terms of um, interfacing investors who wanted to like offer um, crypto products to Nigerian investors or Nigerian traders. There wasn't. It is important to actually talk about or to establish the background um, to explain how we went from having nothing to having Harris. So the situation then it used to be. I mean, there was uncertainty, and you didn't know your way around the Nigerian regulatory landscape. So you needed an
Okay.
entry point. So the
Hmm.
accelerated regulatory incubation program, came to solve that problem. So it's actually a question of how do you uh, engage with the relevant agencies, especially the
All
SEC,
right.
when it
Yeah.
comes when it comes to operating or offering crypto related products to Nigerian investors. So the entry point, like I mentioned, is what ARIP represents. So if you're going to
Okay.
be licensed as a capital market operator in Nigeria, you have to, as a virtual asset service provider, the starting point is through ARIP, and that allows you to interface with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is the capital market regulator.
All right. So, the key features everyone keeps asking about. Are you there?
Sure, yeah, I'm here. I can hear you, sir.
Okay. So,
I can hear
for
you,
the key
Laura.
all right. So, for the key features everyone keeps asking about, the approval in principle, restricted scopes, the 2-year validity. Could you please break that down for us?
Yeah, sure. So the thing with ARIP is that it kind of helps you to, you know, come into the capital market as a regulated entity. And I tried to establish a historical background, you know, by saying that when you had a situation where there was no clearly defined regulatory um, para- parameters for market participation. So Harry, which was launched in 2024, I think I'm correct, um, solved that particular
Okay.
problem. So
Okay.
you had sorry, can you hear me? Okay, so it continues to serve as a shield against things like reverse solicitation, a situation whereby indirectly Nigerian investors are actively targeted by uh,
Yeah.
foreign entities, okay, who operate through the back door. So they have access to, they're able to market their products to Nigerian investors. And by doing so, they expose them to a significant amount of risk. So Harry, Harif is meant to serve as, um, is meant to, serve as a roadblock, all right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it is also meant to open up the Nigerian capital market to
Okay.
crypto related investments and activities. So like I mentioned, it's starting a business in Nigeria is the journey starts with the Corporate Affairs Commission. So and the CAC is an agency different from the SEC. So the CAC handles registration and incorporation matters. So
All right.
a virtual asset service provider that is looking to operate as a capital market operator in Nigeria must be must have its company or entity incorporated with the CAC, the Corporate Affairs Commission.
Um.
So,
Okay.
that's registration.
I might, I might have to cut you off here because there is a part that traps a lot of foreign teams, right? The sponsored for sponsored individuals, resident CEOs. So could you walk us through the local presence rules?
Yeah.
You know,
So
the
the
local
thing is,
presence rules. Yeah.
all right. So there are what are known as general registration requirements. So you have
Okay.
the newly released SEC proposed rules at section
Right.
2 of the proposed rules. So is where you would find the general registration requirement. So it's what this is saying, what this represents steps that a an entity, whether foreign or local, must take, all right, to be part
Hmm.
of the accelerated regulatory incubation program. So local presence is one of them. So what that actually means is that you have to have a physical office here in Nigeria, right? And
Yeah.
you then you have the CEO of your company must, or a key officer, right, must be resident in Nigeria. So and yeah, I mean there is actually it's not only in Nigeria, you'd find something like this in the EU under the market in crypto asset regulation. So there's the compulsory local presence requirement. So and what the the SEC intends to achieve through this is to make sure that it's they hold these entities to a very high standard of accountability. So that's why it's compulsory to have for them to establish a local, like a branch, yeah, a branch office here in Nigeria has to be located in any of the 36 states, right?
Okay.
And then with regards to sponsored individual, so it's just like that. That section makes it optional. So it's either the the chief executive officer of the company is resident here, or a key executive member of the company, or an individual that is sponsored by that company. That's like a representative, as a matter of fact.
All
So that's
right.
basically what's looking for.
Okay. So can
Yeah.
all right. So can you say that foreign entities might at some point ever bypass ARIP? You know, those foreign
No,
entities. You
yeah, I
think
mean
so?
that's really great. That's a good question. No, it's not a question. Well, let's just, you know, by I think bypass is looking like it's sounding like an unethical thing to do, or something
All
a bit
right.
poor. The point is, you know, to kind of contextualize it, instead of bypass, it's just you're given an option to either register as a formal entity, or
Yeah.
to take advantage of a window of opportunity of registration that is completely different from what Harif has laid down. So what that actually means is that a foreign entity that is seeking to operate as a capital market operator in Nigeria wants to enter
All right.
the Nigerian crypto space has can has the opportunity to make a formal application to the SEC,
Okay.
subject to certain conditions or criteria. So these criteria must be fulfilled for them to be, you know, allowed to, you know, come into the Nigerian uh, space. So it's
Okay.
not,
So,
if yeah, I mean, if you're correct to actually call it to describe it as bypassing, but I think I favor a more, you know, clearer term than that.
all right. So, okay. So, please briefly tell us for founders watching right now, what practical advice do you have for them on navigating ARIP successfully?
Yeah, the thing is, participation in Harry does not mean any party's license or approval to conduct crypto business in Nigeria. So ARIP is a window of opportunity for you to, interface with the SEC. And what that
Okay.
actually means is that, what that simply means is that compliance is now, a regulated infrastructure. And it's no longer, when there was a time when there was, you had the wild west situation. You could just do as you please. You could wake up tomorrow and launch a token, a crypto product, and that's it. And no one is coming after you. No one is asking any question. But now, as an entity, or as a virtual asset service provider, you are expected to take compliance very seriously. So
Okay.
the first piece of advice is to ensure
So,
that from the get go. Okay.
Mr. Olenka, you were supposed to briefly tell us this. Anyways, we do not have much time. We will just wrap up. All right. So, looking ahead to Lagos Blockchain Week in September, what's going to be happening in September 2026? Why does this conversation matter so much?
Well, because the government, the federal government of Nigeria, is paying more attention to, cryptocurrency. And this is an industry that has stayed in a gray zone for long, and as the government is beginning to, show interest in providing a reasonable path to compliance, it is important to have conversations about
Okay.
how to regulate this space and how to bring in and train and educate potential investors because the space is beginning to open up. The market is gradually opening up, and
Right.
crypto is becoming a regulated financial activity within the broader financial ecosystem.
All right. That's thank you very much. That was really practical and it was really, really practical. Thank you so much, Mr. Olayinika. You really broke this down thoroughly. All right. And to everyone watching, if you're looking to go into the Nigerian digital asset space, this framework is definitely something you'd want to master. And we'll be continuing these deep dives as we count down to the LBWTV 2026 main event. We're going to be having these deep dives. And if you want to get more info and tickets, check out lagosblockchainweek.ng. Again, I'm Jen Neze Chimamanda. See you in the next episode of LBWTV. Thank you again, Mr. Olenka, for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Good night.
Right. That will be all.